Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Stone Cold Hockey. We have done 48 games or 16 videos. This is video number 17. And the Rangers take on those pesky Penguins, who are actually 4 points above us in the standings. It will be Richter versus Ken Reggett. So Reggett gets the start for the Penguins. Rangers with Richter and Healy in net, Adam Graves, Mike Gardner, Mark Messier, Brian Leach, Alex Kovalev, Azatikin and Sergei Manchinov, Steve Larmer, Tony Monte, Sergei Zubov, Jeff Boogaboom, Kevin Love, Quentin Basketball Cutter, Kevin Love, Greg Gilbert, Mike Hudson, Alex Kabartsov, Nick Kiprios, Ed Olszak, Jay Wells, and Joey Kosher. The Penguins have Tom Barrasso, Ken Reggett, Roberto Romano, and Rob Dobson in net. Wow. Penguins have Kevin Stevens, Joe Mullen, Yammer Yager, Martin Straka, Ronnie Francis, Dougie Brown, Laurie Murphy, Mario Lemieux, Rick Tocchet, Mike Stapleton, Alf Samuelson, Shell Samuelson, Brian Trottier, yeah, he was there. Marcus Naslin, yeah, he was a Penguin. Marty McSorley, Greg Brown, Jeff Daniels, Ed Patterson, Peter Tangialetti, Grant Jennings, Mike Ramsey, Craig Huckett, and Jimmy Pack. So here we go, first period. At the 18-minute mark, better control defense, action. Doug Brown gets hit hard. 5 minutes later, action for the Rangers. Leach had a chance and he missed. But there's an enforcer dive. Thankfully, no penalty. 9 minutes left. Battle, aggression. And the Rangers will go to the box. It is Kosher for 2 minutes. Power play chance for the Penguins. Yager? No. Another chance? No. Kevin Stevens missed a chance. Final minute. Action by the Penguins. Skill! Kevin Stevens, number 27 on the season from Rick Tocchet and Marty McSorley. All troublemakers, if you will. I'm not going to speculate, but, you know, later in life they were just bad people. Action by the Rangers. Skill! Mike Gardner, his 23rd of the year. Boom shakalaka. We're tighties. So Stevens scored with 1:35 left. Gardner just a minute later ties it at 1. Unbelievable. On to period 2. At 14 minutes, battle control defense. Action by the Penguins. Skill! Joey Mullen, his 36th of the year. Who said he wasn't a goal scorer? He scores from Dougie Brown, and it's 2-1 Penguins. Joe Mullen, nice job. Now with 8 minutes left, battle agitator. And a penalty on the Rangers. It's Graves going to the box for 2 minutes. Penguins with a chance. Yager, ouch. Yager gets it. Shetskill. Power play goal by Marty Straka. His 35th for Rick Tocchet. Tocchet's got 2 assists and the Penguins are up 3-1. Just a short while later, aggression. And the Penguins are in the box. It's a penalty to Jimmy Pack. 2 minutes. The first Korean-born player in the NHL and the first Korean-born player to score in a Stanley Cup Finals game, scoring the 8th and final goal in that famous Game 6 shellacking in 1991 for the Penguins against the North Stars. Power play chance. Kiprios had a chance. Another chance. Amonte had a chance, and they both failed. Final play probably. Score! 14 from Messier and Zubov. So Larmer makes it 3-2. So Joey Mullen scores from Doug Brown, Straka from Tocchet, and then with less than 2 minutes left, Larmer from Messier and Zubov. 2-3. Here we go. 17 minutes. An injury. The attack has been reduced by the Penguins. So that's good news in a sense. A few minutes later, in the battle, and the Penguins will go on the PK. It's Tangialetti, 2 minutes. Power play chance for the Rangers. Leach, no. And Skill! Power play goes. Zubov. We're tied from Leach and Messier. Great job by Zubov. He can score, actually. 3-3. Now 7 minutes left. Chance for the Rangers to do something, but no shot by Nemchinov. 5 minutes left. Battle. And the Rangers are going back to the power play. It's Kevin Stevens in the box for 2 minutes. Chance for the Rangers to do something. They do! Mike Gardner, his second of the night. It's Garner, Greg Gilbert. What's eating Greg Gilbert? That's an assist. 4-3 Rangers. Empty net opportunity by the Doug Brown, 6th guy. Empty net, no. Empty net chance, no! And the Rangers, with 2 key goals at the 3rd period, take down the Penguins 4-3. I know the song doesn't exist in the 94th season, but whatever. Zubov and Gardner with key goals, and the Rangers win 4-3. Reggett loses director, and all that. Penguins goals by Kevin Stevens, Joey Mullen, and Marty Straka, but the Rangers came back from 3-1 down. Gardner scored, then Larmer, then Zubov, then Gardner. So Gardner with a pair of goals. Kosher was all about hooking, charging, tripping, holding, and hooking. So the Rangers win 4-3. Unbelievable. The other games, Chicago took care of Ottawa easily 6-3, and the Canucks took care of the Kings 7-2. Rangers don't play on February the 1st, but the Cupcakes did and lost 2-1 to the Sharks. Irve takes down Hextall. Sharks goals by Jeff Norton and Sergei Makarov, with Ray Ferraro going to goal for the Islanders. Penguins came home to face Florida and tied Reggett back in net against Mark Fitzpatrick. Penguins were up 3-1 again. Yager, Francis, and Mike Stapleton. But Florida scored Scott Melleby, Rob Niedermeyer, and Brian Screwland tied it up. And the Leafs crushed St. Louis 7-2. Potvin takes down Jim Harnavac. Leafs scored Wendell Clark, Doug Gilbert again, Bill Berg, Drake Berehowski scoring, Nikolai Borshevsky, and Chris Govindaras. Remember him, Leaf fans? I bet not. Craig Jennings and Karo Karmanov scored for the Blues. Who the hell is that guy? The Rangers are hosting the Islanders. It's the Battle of New York. And Glenn Healy will be in that for the Rangers, but the Islanders were counted with Jamie McLennan. So no Hextall, so McLennan in that. Noodles, as they call him. Tom Draper is also the other goalie other than Hextall. The Cupcakes have Steve Thomas, Pierre Turgeon, Benoit Hogue, Derek King, Marty McGinnis, Ray Ferraro, Travis Green, Pat Flatley, Brado Garno, Vladdy Melhoff, Tom Kerbers, Uwe Krupp, David Folek, Scott LaChance, Meg Fukuda, Dennis Bass, Keith Acton, Jan Kaminsky, Darius Kasparaitis, Rich Pilon, Chris Luongo, David Malley, Dean Chandeliff. So we'll see what happens. Timing, first play, battle and aggression. And the belly goes to the Cupcakes. David Malley, 2 minutes. From the University of Wisconsin. Rangers have a chance. They take advantage. Pop-up power play goal. That's Amante. He scores the 16th from Nemchinov and Larmer. So that's a big goal for Amante. Now at the 13-minute mark. Action. Score! Derek King gets it back from Turgeon. His 21st, we're tides. 9 minutes left. Battle control defense. Action by the Rangers. Score! That's the Monte. The second of the night from Messier. So Monte looking pretty good in his goal scoring. It's 2-1. 3 minutes left. Action by the other score. Travis Green ties it up at 2 from Turgeon and Thomas. So Travis Green better not be kissing people. 2-2 tie. What a first period. Both teams with their backup goalies, and the Rangers and others are tied 2-2. Rangers goals by Tony Amante. Well, Amante with 2 goals. Nemchinov, Larmer, and Messi with assists. King with a goal. Travis Green with a goal. Turgeon with 2 assists, and Steve Thomas with the other assist. 2-2. We go to the aggression. And the Islanders go back on the PK. It's Scotty LaChance, former U.S. Olympian. 2 minutes. Rangers power play. They don't take much time. Messier. 3-2 Rangers from Zubov. So Messier scores. Next one. Assault. The Rangers are going to get out the PK. It's Joey Kosher. 2 minutes. Well, he's a penalty king. Rangers, boom! Steve Thomas gets bonkered. And others with a chance. Oh, Travis Green had a chance for a second of the night, and he fails. Now with 10 minutes left. Action. Score! Great attack, and Patrick Flatley, Lord of the Dance. Patrick Flatley from Derek King. So Flatley has 6 of the year. It's tied. 2 minutes later, action. The chance skill. Adam Graves has 26 from Messier. Messier's proving himself to be quite the leader. It's 4-3 Rangers. 2 minutes left. Action by the others. No, Marty McGinnis cannot get the shot off. And now the end of the period, the Rangers are winning a very heavily contested offensive showdown, 4-3. Messier and Graves scoring in the second period for the Rangers. Flatley for the Cupcakes. Anyway, on to 60 minutes, and the Rangers will go to the box. It is going to be a Monte for 2 minutes. Yikes. He's already scored 2 goals. Now he's got a penalty. Can the others take advantage? Not Ray Ferraro. He missed. And the Rangers get under King's nerves, so the PK does its job. 8 minutes left. Battle. Split. Aggression. And the Cupcakes. It's going to be a 5-minute penalty to make Fukuda for being a piece of shit. Well, the Rangers have 5 minutes on the PK. They take advantage. Moose does it again. His second of the night from Subov. Don't give the Rangers any fodder. But the Rangers are going to take a penalty. It's Gardner. Ugh. So it's 4-on-4 for about a minute. A chance for the others. Score. They take advantage. Pierre Turgeon. His 27 from Patrick Flatley. Lord of the Dance. 5-4. Open ice. Nothing. Power play chance for the Rangers. Nah. Kovalev. Where the fuck have you been? Now it's an empty net opportunity for the others. No. Empty net chance. No. This game should be over soon. It is, and thankfully it's over for the Rangers. They survived 5-4. The others did not make it easy. I mean, Glenn Healy was in net, but the Rangers survive. Another key win. Healy beats McLennan. What a series of events in the first period. Rangers and others both scored twice. Almonte from Nemchinov and Larmer, and then Monte again from Messier for the Rangers. Others, King from Turgeon and Green from Turgeon and Thomas. Rangers, 2 goals in the second period. Messier from Subov and Graves from Messier. Flatley from King for the others. And then the Rangers goal, Messier from Subov. Messier had what, 2 goals, 2 assists? Yes, he did. And then Turgeon from Flatley. 4 points for Messier that day. Mick Fukuda should be a slasher flick. Anyway, lots of games today. On this the current day, of course. Let's see here. Any important things? Montreal gagne 3-1. The Devil Dogs lost 4-1 as Hasek outdueled Brodeur. Devils only goal by Stefan Richer. Buffalo goes by Craig Simpson, Yuri Himelev, Randy Wood, and Brad May, who has his 11th for the year. Let's see. Washington beat Philly, the battle of the Ranger haters. Washington wins 6-3. Beaupre from Waterloo, Ontario takes on Söderström. Philly goals by Dmitry Yuskevich, his first, Josip Baranek, and Mark Recchi. Washington goals by Mike Ridley, Steve Konowalchuk, John Slaney, Konowalchuk got the hat trick, and Sylvain Cote. That's it? Yep. Alright. Rangers have to go to Boston, so no rest for the weary. And it will be Richter in net against Vincent Riendu for the Bruins, the backup goalie to John Casey. Riendu, former Blue, and later in life became the first North American to play in Russia. True story. John Blue is also a goalie for the Bruins, but the Bruins at Old Boston Garden. Cale Neely, Adam Oates, Brian Smolinski, Teddy Donato, Ray Bork, Glenn Murray, Joe Juno, Glenn Wesley, Brett Hughes, Dmitry Harvinoff, Steve Hines, Joseph Stumple, Daniel Marawa, Davey Reed, Don Sweeney, Stephen Leach, Paul Stanton, Cam Stewart, Fred Dipshire, Sergei Sholtok, he was a Bruin, Mariusz Szykowski, the Polish rifle, David Shaw, Kitchener, and a former New York Ranger, Glenn Featherstone, and Gordy Roberts. Here we go. Quickly, action for the Ranger skill. Moose Messier, his 16th, his third in 2 games, from Karpatsev and Kovalev. Kovalev is finally trying to pass the puck. A few minutes later, action by the Bruins. Ouch! it's Smolinski. A few minutes later, Boston will be on the PK. It is Smolinski. Speaking of, 2 minutes. Now let's see what the Rangers can do on the power play. Leach had a chance, and they failed. Oh, Kevin Lowe, they failed. Fuck. A few minutes later, Bruins scored! Ulakashan with double sevens, Ray Bork from Teddy Donato. We're tied at onesies. Was Ted Donato? Okay, I was thinking he was a Ranger drop pick, but no, he wasn't. So Bork does the goal. But, coming back, oh, there's a fight. Kosher and David Shaw. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Didn't know David Shaw was a fighter. So the former Ranger and Kitchener and New York Ranger fights Joey Kosher. Kosher beats the shit out of him. A few minutes later, chance for the Bruins. Ah, Brent Hughes almost had it. Bruins get another chance. Harvanov did not get it. And the period ends. Rangers and Bruins are tied at 1. Messier from Karpetsov and Kovalev. Bork from Teddy Donato. We're tied at 1, headed to the second. 3 minutes of surpassed aggression. And the Bruins go back to the PK. It's Shaw for 2 minutes. Can the Rangers do this time? Yes, they will. Power play goal. Brian Leach at 16 from Subov. It's 2-1 Ranger. And now, with a few minutes passing, action. Dave Reed had a chance, but no, he didn't. Enforcer. Rangers get boom, boom, double hits, and Boston is fuming. Coming up later on, well, the Rangers get on the PK. It's Kovalev for 2 minutes. Darn it. The Bruins can take advantage. Yes, they will. Ray Bork does it again. That guy just loves the Rangers. Stumple and Juno with assists. And we are tied at 2-2. A few minutes later, Battle and the Bruins go back to the PK. It's Joey Juno, the minute. Juno having a great rookie season the previous year, but was overshadowed by Solani and... Oh, who else was it? Who else was the Calder guy? Oh, Felix Potvin. Anyway, power play chance for the Rangers. Ah, Larmer had a chance and he flipped it. Another chance. No, Garner missed the chance. And we will go to the second period, tied again. Same old story. The Rangers scored the first goal of the period, but then the Bruins came back to tie it up. So, here we go. Third period. To the 16-minute mark, action for the Bruins. Ow, Bork got rocked. Trying to go for the hat trick. A few minutes later, Rangers check skill. Kovalev, finally that guy can score his 13th from Brian Leach. There's Kovalev when you need him, 3-2. A few minutes later, Battle Enforcer. Rangers get a pair of hits, so that looks good. And there's an aggression, but the Rangers go back to the PK. It's Bookaboom for 2 minutes. He is a boomer. Can the Rangers tie? Yes, they will. Ted Donato ties are up at 3 from Bork. So Bork gets his third point, that being an assist. So Bork says, wait a minute, I'm a helper. Well, 3-3 tie. A couple minutes later, the Bruins will get a penalty for retaliation. Brent Hughes is fuming. He'll go to the box for 2. Can the Rangers take advantage? Yes, they can! And an unlikely source, Nick freaking Kiprils from Gardner and Messier. It's 4-3 Ranger. Unbelievable! Now, empty net opportunity. Smolinski, no. They're trying. And they'll miss. And the Rangers survive the 6-on-5 and win the game 4-3. Kovalev from Leach. But man, Nick freaking Kiprils is the hero. Let that sink in, Boston fans. Nick Kiprils scored the winning goal against you guys. Richter beats Riandu, Messier from Karpetsov and Kovalev, then Bork from Donato, and then Leach from Subov, Bork from Stumple and Juno. Then Kovalev from Leach, Donato from Bork, and then Kiprils from Gardner and Messier. Well, that roughing call by Brent Hughes is a little bit huge. Very huge. The other two games, the Flyers tied the Sharks 5-5. Jimmy Waite with the tie against Soderstrom. Sharks were up 5-0 and they choked. Jeff Rogers, Sanders Ozils, Patty Falloon, Jeff Norton, and Johan Garpilov scored 5-0. Flyers goals by Kevin Dineen, Eric Lindros, Rod Brindamore, Dave Tippett, and Dmitry Yuskevich. How the hell did the Sharks have a 5-0 lead and they fucked it up? Wow. No wonder they're shit. The Sharks are. The Rangers are off on the 4th. Well, oh yeah, the Rangers played on back-to-back days. So yeah, they're off on the 4th. The Penguins went to Detroit and crushed the Lions. Yeah, the Red Wings 7-3. Ken Reagan takes down Tim Shovelday. Detroit goes by Dallas Drake, Coffee Cake, Dallas Drake again, and Matt Alvasov. The Penguins goes by Mario Lemieux, Greg Brown, Mike Stapleton, Mario Lemieux again, Martin Straka, Kevin Stevens, and Ronnie Francis. The Devil Dogs beat Ottawa, who are hapless. Brodeur takes down Billington. Ottawa goal by Mark Lamb. Devils goals by Bob Carpenter, Valery Selapukin, Alex Seamack, and Johnny McLean. And Montreal and Washington tied. As surprise, Waugh was not in net. It was Les Kuntar against Don Beaupre. And Montreal and Washington went back and forth. Montreal had the lead 3 times. Washington tied it. Montreal goals by Lyle Oderline, Pierre Savigny, and Kirk Muller. Washington goals by Alan May, Kevin Hatcher, and Peter Bondra. Okay, so the Rangers will not play on a Saturday night. Ugh. I thought they would have played somebody. Well, the Flyers went into Boston, won in overtime. Soderstrom in that almost all the time against John Casey and beats the Bruins. So the Bruins with John Casey couldn't win the game. Flyers had a 2-0 lead on goals by Mark Recchi and Brett Fedek, but Glenn Murray tied it at 2. Baranek for Philly, and then Glenn Murray had the hat trick by Michael Renberg. 29 seconds before overtime ends from Baranek and Brindamore made it 4-3. The Penguins beat the Devil Dogs 4-3. Barrasso beat Brodeur. Devils had goals by Johnny McLean, John McLean. John McLean had a hat trick and still lost. Penguins goals by Doug Brown, Ron Francis, Doug Brown, and Marty Straka. Montreal shockingly lost 2-0 to the Senators. Waugh loses to Craig Billington. Wow. Yashin and Lamb with goals, but the Habitants? Wow. That's a shocker. Quebec took down the Cupcakes 4-3. Hextall going back to Quebec. Boo hiss. Stefan Vise with the win. Quebec goals by Mike Ricci, Ron Sutter, or the Rich Sutter, I can't remember. Matt Sundin and Dave Karpa. Cupcakes goals by Steve Thomas, Marty McGinnis, and Marty McGinnis. Okay, the Red Wings lose to the Leafs 4-2. David Rhodes was in net, and he beat Tim Shovelday. Nice job. Detroit was up 2-0 for the longest time. Jason York and Ray Shepard were the heroes, but Leafs goals by Doug Gilmore, Bob Rouse, Wendell Clark, and Dougie Gilmore. And the Capitals lost 5-4 to Tampa. Jablonski takes down Beaupre. Wild first period, 3-2 for Tampa. Danny Savard, Danton Cole, and Rob Samner for Tampa. Randy Burge and Keith Jones for Washington. Washington tied out a Kevin Hatcher goal, but John Tucker made it 4-3. Brian Bradley, Kitchener, made it 5-3, and Sylvain Cote made it 5-4. So the Rangers will play. Rangers are off again. Okay, whatever. The Cupcakes went into Buffalo and lost 4-2 as McLennan lost to Dominic Hasek. Cupcake goals by Pat Fladley, Lord of the Dance, and Pierre Turgeon. Buffalo goals by Randy Wood, Yuri Himmelov, Daniel Dent, and Brady May. Bruins won. That's about it. The Rangers will play Washington. Alright, so let's go to the summary. Rangers are leading the division by 10 clear points on the Devil Dogs. So 4 teams from each division would make the playoffs. I know it's seeded 1-8, but that's the way it is. Goal scoring. Pavel Bure has 53 already. He's crushing it. Modano's second with 39. Jeremy Roenick and Martin Straka each have 37. Joey Mullen. Who's the biggest name that I can't really see? Peter Klima? Okay, maybe. So, Graves is 25th in goal scoring with 26 goals. Maybe Sherman Titov is the biggest surprise for me. This race, Gretzky has 66, Gary Galley has 52, Adam Wiltz has 50. Zubov's 8th. Well, sorry, tied for 6th with Ray Borg and Paul Coffey, Kitchener, and Dougie Gilmore. Messier is 43, so he's only one back of Zubov on this list. So great minds think alike. Points wise, Burry with 85, Gretzky with 80, Yager with 80. Messier is 22nd with 59. Does that 69? Yeah, Joey Mullen. Penalty minutes. Ty Domi has 242. Mark Potan is 6th in penalty minutes. He doesn't have one freaking point. Glad none of the Rangers have that many penalty minutes. Oh, wait. The wins race for goalies. Waugh is number 1 with 29. Belfort 26. Potan 22. Richter's only started 30 games, and he's 19-7-4. Meanwhile, Glenn Healy's 14-4-3. So basically, it's a platoon system, I guess. Goals against average. Hasek number 1. Watt 2nd. Chris Terreri 3rd. Richter's 4th. 2-3-5. Glenn Healy's 7th. Each between him and Richter, it's Darcy Wakaluk and John Van Beesbrook. Shutout wise, Patrick Waugh's got 4. John Van Beesbrook has 3, and Chris Terreri has 3. Craig Billington 7-25-4, but he has 2 shutouts. Justin Tipo 8-3, he has 2 shutouts. Lots of shutouts. Alright, so the standings, the Rangers lead the Devils by 10 points. They do have a game in hand on those Devils. They're 18-7-2 at home, 15-6-3 on the road, 171 goals, 126 against. We're going to look at the highlights. Best wins, the Rangers crushing Washington, losing to Vancouver. That's still there. Lots of hat tricks. There have been 50 hat tricks in the NHL. Steve Larmer had a hat trick against Florida. I guess the only Ranger hat trick. Memorable games: Dallas, Ottawa, Philly, Ottawa, Toronto, Detroit. What about San Jose versus Philly? Where the heck is San Jose, Philly? That's memorable. San Jose was up 5-0 and they fucked up. Guess some kind of comeback and all that. Rangers, their top game score was against Winnipeg, coming back from 2 goals down. And the Rangers. Regardless, so let's look at the standings and let's look at the Rangers. 13-5. In real life, they were 52-24-8. Points wise, Messier leads with 59, Zubov 51, Gardner 49. The lowest point total: Mike Hudson, Joe Kosher, and James Patrick. Patrick doesn't even play for the Rangers anymore. Goal scoring: Graves has 26, Gardner 24, and Monte 17, the top 3. Kevin Lowe, Greg Gilbert, Mike Hudson, Ed Olszak, and Darren Turcotte all have 1 goal each. Turcotte doesn't even play for the Rangers anymore. Assists: Zubov has 44, Messier 43, Leach 30. Hudson has a pair of assists. Penalty minutes: Bukaboo 108, Kovalev is 2nd. Alex freaking Kovalev, not Kosher. Kosher is 75, but he's trailing Adam Graves in that race. Wow. Depends on how many games he's played. Anyway, Richter is 19-7-4. Healy's 14-4-3. Try they don't give you that thing. And seedings, the Rangers would be 2nd. Behind Montreal. They're behind Pittsburgh, but because the top 2 teams come from each division, the Rangers would be the 2 seed, not Pittsburgh. Rangers would face Florida in the first round. Boston would face Montreal. Man, that's a really huge matchup. Buffalo would play Pittsburgh. Washington and New Jersey will face each other. Tampa's actually tied with Boston for 8th, but Boston has more wins. Philly's only 1 point back in their race, and Quebec is still in the mix somehow. Play seeds in the West. Toronto leads the West with Anaheim 2nd. Calgary's chasing Anaheim. They do have a game in hand on those guys. So it would be Edmonton, Toronto. Interesting. Vancouver, Anaheim, Detroit, Calgary, and Chicago, Dallas at the playoffs started today. LA's 2 back of the playoffs. St. Louis is 3 back, and San Jose is 4 back. But look at Edmonton. 11 games below 500. Amazing. And they would make the playoffs. LA's 9 games below 500. But look at Edmonton. They played 56 games, and the Kings have played 52. So LA will have plenty of time to catch up. Yeah, Anaheim and Edmonton, their schedule's been very game-laden. It's going to come back and haunt them. Well, Boston's 2 games below 500. But look at this. 11 games below 500. Not even Quebec, who's 11th in the East, is that bad. They're 10 games below 500, but technically Edmonton's 11 games below 500, and they're in the playoffs. They would be in the playoffs if it started today. Unbelievable. So yeah, so lots of weirdness. The good news for the Rangers, in a sense, is that they have 3 games in hand on the Habitants to try to catch them for first in the East. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do